So as you saw in my video yesterday, I was super tired, and unfortunately today is not much better. Um, Things actually got quite a lot worse after yesterday's video, and I ended up spending a significant chunk of time basically just lying down. Um, and yeah, this is the fun side effect of having daily videos is you get to see how many days I'm just basically losing to fatigue. Um, I think uh, this is possibly surprising information to a lot of people because they see how much I actually produce in terms of written content or whatever, or indeed these videos. And I'm just like, oh, David must be super energetic and productive. But the reality is just that because I don't have a normal 9 to 5 job, I get to choose what to use my time on. And even though I don't have a lot of time, I get to use it on on things like producing stuff that I think actually matters. Um, and sadly, I can't keep that up indefinitely, as the lack of 9 to 5 means also a lack of reliable income, and do need that at some point. Um, but yeah, so what I wanted to talk about today was healthcare stuff. Um, a friend, in response to me complaining about this yesterday, suggested the um, eminently plausible, I don't know if it's correct, but like it's very plausible theory that what I might have is just a chronic strep throat infection. It makes sense of a lot of things. I essentially have recurring cold-like symptoms a lot of the time. I have, I mean, so this is one of the problems with understanding healthcare stuff, right? Which is that there is a list of low grade symptoms that if you tell them to someone, they're just like, oh, yeah, it's normal to have this. And if you tell them to a doctor, they basically they put a um, label that said, no, they label it tired all the time. And all of these things are like not wrong as descriptions of the problem, but very much downplay it. And because there is a really big difference between having a normal problem and having a normal problem constantly. Um, and yeah, sorry, as you're seeing, I'm very much not with it today. Um, and I sort of thought it would be, it's probably more important to maintain the videos on days like this because I think it does make the problem more visible, both to me and to others. Um, yeah, the frustrating thing about the strep throat theory is that like I think maybe 5% chance is true. I'm trying to maintain that belief because it's very easy to get excited of going, "Ooh, what if this is the theory that fixes everything and then everything will be amazing?" But I think 5%. But the frustrating thing is that no medical professional has ever suggested this to me. And what if your recurring symptoms are caused by this easily testable, widespread phenomenon? Um, is the sort of thing that you sort of fucking expect a doctor to say to you, right? I mean, you don't, because I know that doctors just don't actually give a shit about coming in with fatigue. Um, and partly this is an NHS problem. It's overly cynical, but not entirely wrong to say that the job of your GP is to make you go away so you don't bother the expensive people all here. And this is unfair to them, but it's not as unfair to them as I would like. Um, and I have over the years had dozens and upon dozens of interactions with GPs basically saying, look, there's clearly something wrong. Can you help me figure out what the wrong thing is? And all I really want is for someone to sort of go through me a list of like, okay, here's the 2 dozen sort of common things that we might as well rule out. And instead, what happens is like they go, okay, here's some blood tests, and blood test looks fine. Like, don't know, sorry, mate. And it very much does not feel like at any point the medical system has ever actually cared about the outcome. And this is frustrating to me. And if you've got any sort of suggestions of things for me to look at in the comments that are about like the same level of obvious as the strep throat thing, I'd love to hear about it. I've probably ruled out many of them, and I will probably get grumpy about the various less credible suggestions. But if there are things I'm missing, yeah, I'd love to know. Thanks, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow, where I will, with any luck, be chirpier, but no promises.